All right, all right, all right, all right. Well, I'm doing, as you can see, I'm doing something a little bit different on this edition of Songs in the Night, giving you kind of a behind the scenes look at what's happening when we're trying to put music together for your listening pleasure. So, forgive my back being turned to you because I don't have a second camera worthy of this first camera. I need another camera like this one to complement it. So rather than go from great to not so great, I just leave it at one. Besides, you're not here for my face, you're here for the music. So that being the case, I want you to share as you're coming in tonight. I want to give you a bit of a behind the scenes look. I'm going to show you my process in developing music or composing a song. In this case, it's not really going to be a full-blown song. It's kind of going to be a motif of sort. And the motif is a particular musical theme that's reoccurring. It doesn't really change. You hear a lot of motifs in rap music because it kind of does the same 4 bars, maybe 8 bars, or maybe even 16, depending on how musical it is. So yeah, tonight I'm just going to do a little something different and kind of give you some behind the scenes. So this is a song here. I love to play this particular melody. It goes like this. So it says. And that melody actually is kind of made famous by Thomas Whitfield. Thomas Whitfield is a renowned gospel music legend, actually, and composer. And he always kind of in his songs. Well, let me play it over here. That's a controller, and the action is not that great. So again, it goes a little something like. And that's kind of how he always kind of tags the end of his songs. If you've ever listened to Thomas Whitfield gospel music, that's kind of way that he does it. So I took that little motif and just kind of recorded it. So when you're doing, and by the way, this is kind of in the style of lo-fi. So lo-fi is kind of a cross between hip hop and jazz. That's kind of how I jazz hop or hip jazz. But either way, it's a cross between hip hop music and jazz, and it combines some technical capabilities to kind of degrade the music, the sound, to where it sounds lo-fi, like not really strong stereophonic. kind of old school. So if you were playing it, say, on a one of those old phonographs, you could play music. So that's the idea. So when you hear it, it sounds a little wobbly or detuned. That's probably what's happening. So here's that melody again. So I'm going to put the melody on top. So you can hear that. I like that. It's one of my favorite. It's just kind of a haunting type of melody. So I took that and added a little hip hop drums to it, some strings and stuff and whatnot. So it sounds a little bit like this with some strings and a little synthesizer. And see, now you can see it's getting bigger and more airy and full with that big lush pad in the background. So that's the idea. You find a nice reoccurring melody that feels good. You just don't repeat it just for the sake of repeating it, but it has to have a certain haunting effect. And I'm not saying that haunting in that regard, but haunting in the sense that you never really get tired of hearing it, even though it's the same thing over and over, but it's so grasping and engaging it really never gets old. So here's the idea. I'm going to go through a few of them for you tonight. Hopefully you'll appreciate and like them. All right. So I see Team Scarborough Doing Life After 60 is in the house. I see you. Kimberly Beasley is in. Go forth. I shall go forth in this matter tonight. And I want you to go forth with me. But by the way, share. Would you please make sure that you share this musical offering with your friends on tonight. And by the way, also, I'm trying to build a YouTube platform. So I want to transfer from Facebook to YouTube because, number one, YouTube keeps a record of everything that we do. Now, Facebook is only giving us up to 30 days and then it's erased. So you can't really archive anything there. So make sure that you share as we continue. So here's that melody. I put it to a little bit of a beat, and let's see if you enjoy this, all right? I call it the Whitfield Lullaby here on Songs in the Night. Here comes the medicine. E.B. Herman in the house. Yeah. Just relax. You see, it's the same melody over and over and over again that creates the motif. But as you're and as you're adding elements to the song, it helps to kind of move it along where it doesn't become so redundant. So you've got the piano melody, which I played for you earlier, and then we bring in the strings, you know. Strings. Yeah. And then, of course, what else did I put in there? Put a little pad in there for effect to make it a little more dramatic. You hear? So it gives it a little more dramatic effect. Layered that with another pad. And then let's see, then another pad. And then, oh, this is my favorite. When you can't find a vocalist, you can always go to Native Instruments. This is a very interesting plugin, by the way. Let's see. Yeah, well, oh, that's where is it? Where is it? Did I erase it? You got to be in there. Oh, I know what I did. Well, I'll have to play it from the song. I thought I left the instrument open. Well, let me do that. Let me open that instrument, because it's a very interesting thing. Technology it's really getting out of control. It's just in a good way, but it's just getting out of control, because there's nothing you can't do. If you can imagine it, if you can think it, eventually you can do it. This is Native Instrument, and this plugin is called Glaze. And in it, it has some runs and riffs that you can use strategically. You hear that? I mean, that's some singing. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring how do I do this? I'm not very familiar with all of the, so that's master volume. This is really intriguing. I hope you find this interesting, because it's very interesting to me. And I just wanted to share it with you. Okay. Well, I have to do it this way then. So it's a combination of that vocal, beautiful, right? And then I combine it with the pad. So while you're playing, if maybe you don't need that pad at all, you just want, as I did, I just wanted the vocals, because the vocal is slamming. Look, check this out. Right? That's crazy. And she's not just a one-trick pony. Check this out. Say that again, girl. Nice. last bit kind of pitchy. My God, my God. You can have church all by yourself. Woo. Now that's a traditional move right there. Woo. I can't even begin to do that. I don't know what possessed me to think I could sing that. But and the good thing about it is, if it's got too much delay and too much reverb, I can always pull that down and just dry it up some. My God, today. Well. Oh, that's just crazy. That's crazy. And so when I bring the pad back in and I can combine them together, well. That's crazy, right? Anyway, that's when you put it all together, that's how you get the overall sound of this. I call it the Whitfield Lullaby because it's just a quiet, soothing lullaby. Nothing too aggressive. Oh, and I threw a little finger snaps in there too. Of course, the bass, 808 bass. Drums, please. Hey, hey. Oh, I wish I could sing. But I guess that's why they created this software for people just like me who wish they could sing but dare not do it. Okay. All right, I want to move on. I should share with you another one that I did. This is we'll call this Lo-Fi Monday, okay? And just kind of giving you a behind the scenes look. And I'll close out with a little music for you. Let's do this. Move on. Let's don't save it. And we'll go to Lo-Fi number 3. This is another one created in the same basic concept of lo-fi genre. So check it out. Let's just do that. Okay, here we go. Got some more vocals in there too. splash. Break it down. And once again, there you have it. It's lo-fi, and it's simply a reoccurring melodic line, and you continue to add elements to it to keep the song moving along so it doesn't become redundant. Um, and then, and you don't make it too long. It's usually the average length of the song is about maybe 2 minutes. Some can go like 3, but it's not per se a full length song. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. Let me see something in the chat if you're enjoying what you're hearing so far. I just wanted to kind of give you a behind the scenes look, both of the process that I go through in creating music, adding the different elements, the drums, bass, piano, electric piano, strings, etc., etc. If you're feeling this, if it's vibing for you, put something in the chat, a thumbs up, a snap, something. Let me know you like it. Okay, here we go. This one's another one. I call it lo-fi as well because I don't have a title for it. Couldn't think of one. Okay, see if you like this one. Same transistor piano. Mixing on the fly. And the band played. Again, lo-fi in effect tonight. I just enjoy just creating, experimenting. Don't always have time to do as much as I'd like to, but adding different elements. And the thing about producing music is that not every element sounds good on its own or by itself, but when you add it in context with the music and the composition, it actually adds color and movement and depth to the song. So you never judge. As they say, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge any one sound because it doesn't sound good by itself. Sometimes adding it in the background adds color and depth to the song. So it's always something to experiment with for all you would-be producers out there who loves producing music, or at least enjoy watching the process. Let's see, what else do I have? I got one more I'm going to share, and then I'll turn over to the piano. Do I have it on back there? I think it is. Okay. And this, again, lo-fi. Doesn't seem that in-depth, but we'll see what it sounds like. It's a lo-fi kind of night tonight. Just something to kind of relax to. Uh, Nothing too, dramatic. Something to just kind of relax and enjoy some listening. Nobody gets hurt. Everybody arrives back home the way that they left. No bullet wounds. Okay. So, yeah. And so, what I'm going to do, I am going to put a compilation together of these little melodies and motifs, and I'm going to put them in a project. Perhaps next week or a week after, I'll make them available to you for purchase if you'd like to, download them and just play along or play them as you're resting, relaxing, reading, or whatever. Just have it in the background. Um, so, in that tradition, what's up, Dirk? I see it's my son Dirk over in Ghana all the way. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? I see you again, Kimberly, E.B. Herman. Who else? Anybody else on here? Yeah. I see you. B. Lynn Deese. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. And speaking of Lynn, I got to do it again. I did it last week, and I probably did it the week before too, but I just love this song. I can't get it out of my head. The song is simply called Perfect Peace. love that song, and I know that's one of Lynn's favorite too. So I love to play that, and then keeping in just kind of keep it lo-fi, not too aggressive. I'm going to repeat this one too. Check it out. Lo-fi songs in the night. For the money, two for the show. What I'm about to tell you is go, son, go. A lot of people hating, a lot of folks mad when you stop believing for what you've never had. But you gotta keep on moving on. If you know in you there is no wrong. Faith is the substance of things you can't see. Even when they say only fools believe. Cheddar, cheese, please, somebody help me spread the word to all humanity. Rich man, poor man, we all need love. So the Father sent the Son straight from above. His yoke is easy, burdens are light. For what you believe, be prepared to fight. You can't achieve what you can't believe. But you gotta keep the faith, y'all. Gotta keep the faith. Just keep the faith, y'all. Ooh, yeah. The world spins around. Yes, it does. Goes up. Yes, it does. Come down. Yes, it does. You gotta keep the faith, y'all. Gotta keep the faith. Just keep the faith, y'all. Ooh, yeah. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for. Yeah. The evidence of things not seen. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. For everything in the physical has to start in the spiritual. That's what faith is all about. Yeah. You can't achieve what you can't believe. But you gotta keep the faith, y'all. Just keep the faith, y'all. The world spins around. What goes up must come down. But you gotta keep the faith, y'all. Just keep the faith, y'all. There it is, little guest vocal on there, yours truly. That's from the album Eternity, way back in the way back. So just kind of cherry picking tonight. Had a busy, incredibly busy day today, so I didn't really have time to plan the way that I like to do it. But thought this might be nice for you to get a little behind the scenes look at the process and how I do the things that I do. And speaking of do, here's one more. How I do? Thinking about you. Well, I think some of you guys, yeah, you caught that one, Lynn. Those of you who've gone to Sunday school a few times in your life, you would have recalled that last doxology. Again, it's been a joy. It's been a pleasure to give you somewhat of a behind the scenes look at the process. And you look at my lava lamp. It's died to death. It's died to death. Didn't make it. Whoever heard of a lava lamp? Anyway, that's another deal. But anyway, trust you've enjoyed the behind the scenes look into doing what we do. And again, I'm going to make this compilation available for you to purchase. And of course, every song that you purchase helps to continue to bring the music forward. You know, in this download generation that we're in, it makes it very difficult for singers and songwriters and musicians. You know, unlike any other profession, this has really affected the ability of musicians to earn their rightful due. And in some ways, it's been a blessing. Others, it's been a big challenge. But again, thank you for your support. Anytime you purchase a song, an album, CD, or whatever, it goes to help make things happen for the music to continue. If you don't want the music to stop, then support the music with your, not only your prayers and your thanks, but your finances. That helps to keep the music going. Okay. All right. Then that's going to wrap it up for me. Join us next time right here, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Songs in the Night. I want to thank Baby Lynn Dees Harvey. Thank you, sister, from another Mr. Doing Life After 60. Thank you. That's Team Scarborough. Oh, look, there is Cheryl. I was wondering, well, she has to be in the mix somewhere. There you go. Cheryl Green, my other sister. Kimberly Beasley, thank you for all of your support, and you really come through for us. Dirk, good to see you as well. E.B. Herman, my brother from another mother, thank you so much, guys. Hey, listen, again, do me a favor, if you would, please. Let me turn the camera towards me a little more so that I can implore upon you to make sure that you go to Songs in the Night. It's going to be a little bit of a fine because I don't have enough followers and subscribers, so they put it really low in the search engine. So to optimize the search engine, I need you to find it, as you will, and of course, subscribe to the page, and that helps to build that YouTube page. Okay? Again, thank you again so much for joining me here on Songs in the Night. We'll be back again next week with a whole maybe a new bunch of songs and some freestyle. I love to do that. So until next time, may the Lord bless and keep you is my prayer. All right? Deuces.